New home or resale? The biggest decision of your life. The complete story of risk, reward, and reality. It was around 11 at night. The crowd in the last metro train had thinned, but the noise inside Rohan's mind refused to quiet down. His laptop bag hung from his shoulder, and in his pocket were folded papers, a brochure of a new project, details of a few resale flats, and a bank's loan pre-approval letter. On the seat opposite him, Shraddha was zooming in on the pictures of two houses they had seen that day. A sparkling sample flat in a brand new society, and a 20-year-old 3 BHK in a building whose balcony offered a view of the entire city. The same question was written on both their faces, the same question millions are thinking today. Buy new home or a resale? The EMI has to be paid for life. There is no room for mistakes. And in the real estate world, the later you decide, the costlier it gets. Buying a home is more emotional than numerical. Where will the child play? How often will parents visit? How far is the office? How safe is the school route? How good will the future resale be? Everything connects. And when you face two options, one in the primary market, meaning a completely new home directly from the builder, and the second in the secondary market, meaning a resale property already lived in, confusion is natural. Today we are going to unpack that confusion like a story, so that you don't just listen, you feel which path might be right for you. First, imagine that new flat that's still in the brochure or under construction. The moment you enter the sample flat of a new project, there's a particular fragrance, fresh paint, shining tiles, modular kitchen, fancy lights. The salesperson speaks smoothly. Sir, look here. This smart kitchen, the kids' play area, infinity pool, gym, clubhouse, yoga lawn. And for a moment, it feels like all of life's problems will end right there. This is the biggest strength of a new home: aspiration. A new home means a new beginning, a new address, a new identity. One major advantage of buying a home from the primary market is that the construction follows the latest building codes. Electrical wiring, fire safety, earthquake-resistant design, parking planning, ventilation, all are usually built according to updated norms. If the project is good, the society offers modern amenities, CCTV, security, intercom, lifts, gym, pool, children's area, community hall, indoor games, guest parking, etc. Homes like these also maintain strong resale value for many years because the market always demands new projects and modern societies. When you buy a home directly from a builder, the payment plan also gives flexibility. Sometimes you get a construction-linked plan, sometimes a subvention scheme, sometimes a book now, pay later type offer, and sometimes a no pre-MI till possession combo. For salaried people, these schemes are psychologically attractive because they feel that paying gradually will be easier. There's also a comfort factor in new projects because documentation is streamlined, RERA registration, approved layout plans, sanction maps, bank approvals, everything neatly available in one folder. But behind this dream picture, there is also a hard reality. The biggest fear in an under-construction property is delay. The brochure says possession in December 2027, but practically many projects get delayed by 2 to 3 years. If you're already living on rent and simultaneously paying the EMI of an under-construction flat, this can become a double burden. On top of that, GST also applies, which makes the effective cost of an under-construction property higher than a ready-to-move resale flat. Many buyers later realize that the clubhouse shown in the brochure wasn't that grand in reality. The flat feels smaller due to the inflated super area, and the open space isn't as much as what was shown in the drawings. Sometimes, if the builder's financial condition weakens, projects can even get stuck. In such cases, RERA gives protection, but your money, time, and mental peace, everything takes a hit. Some builders, to cut costs, compromise on construction quality in the final phase, cheaper bathroom fittings, hollow main door, average paint, thin tiles, these issues appear after possession. For the buyer, these are risks that are never mentioned in the brochure. Now let's move to that resale flat in an old but settled colony. Here, the lift might be a little old, the guard at the gate might call you beta, children will already be playing downstairs, balconies will have plants, and you'll find a vegetable vendor, medical shop, dairy, chemist, and stationery close by. The biggest strength of a resale house is that what you see is exactly what you get. It is a 𝐻𝐸𝐺 deal. What you see is what you get. The condition of the flat, whether there's leakage or not, what the wiring is like, the environment of the society, the parking status, everything can be seen with your own eyes. One advantage of a resale property is that in most cases it is ready to move. If you need to shift urgently, due to a job change, wanting to escape rent, children's education, or family reasons, a resale flat can give you a roof immediately. No waiting for construction, no years of uncertainty. In many established colonies, new projects either never come or come very rarely because there is simply no land available. In such cases, if you want to live in a premium location like old prime areas, near railway station, close to the main market, or around reputed schools, colleges, then resale practically becomes the only option. A plus point of resale property is that the infrastructure of the area is mature. Roads are built, markets are functioning, water electricity patterns are clear, security situations are clear, traffic expectations are known, and the future is reasonably predictable. In new projects, sometimes there's nothing around, just empty plots and under construction structures. It looks like a lot will come in the future, but you don't know when. In a resale environment, you see the present reality, not just future dreams. But resale property has its own complexities. The first issue is the title and legal paperwork. Old registry, mutation, previous loans, family disputes, inheritance issues. If these are not properly checked, it can cause major trouble later. Many times sellers ask for a cash component, which is neither covered by loans nor fully documented. If you are not strong in law and documentation yourself, you must take help from a good lawyer and CA. The age of a resale flat also matters a lot. If the building is 20 to 25 years old, it's important to understand the condition of the structure, the possibility of redevelopment in the future, and how much the maintenance has increased. In older buildings, lifts break down frequently, seepage, plumbing issues, and electrical faults are common. These increase monthly expenses. Banks may also sanction lower loan amounts or shorter tenures for very old properties because the collateral's age matters to the bank too. Design and amenities in resale flats often fall on the compromise side. Small balconies, low-height ceilings, non-modular kitchens, no basement parking, no gated security, or limited facilities. If you prioritize modern lifestyle features like a gym, pool, landscaped gardens, clubhouse, or indoor games, then a resale apartment may feel a bit basic. Although some old high-end projects do offer good amenities, but then they become expensive. Now the question arises, so what is the right choice? A new home or a resale one? The truth is, the answer is not as straightforward as people assume based on WhatsApp University or random advice. The right option depends on which stage of life you are in, what your budget is, how much risk you can take, what matters more to you, location or amenities, immediate possession or future potential, EMI comfort or long-term upside. If you are a young couple, planning to grow your family in 2 or 3 years, have a stable job, and can take a little risk, then leaning toward a new project in the primary market is natural. You get flexible payment plans, a new setup, an active social life in the society, friends for your kids, a newer building age, and good resale value for the next 10 to 15 years. If you are in middle age, have kids in school or college, your parents stay with you or visit often, you need to settle urgently. and you cannot wait 2 years for a project to complete, then a resale flat becomes a very practical option. You see it today, register it in 2 months, and shift in the third month. The GST angle is also important. Due to GST on under construction property, its effective price increases, whereas ready-to-move resale property typically does not have GST. That is why many buyers prefer resale for this reason alone, especially when the budget is tight. On the other hand, maintenance in new projects can initially be low. The structure is new, repairs are minimal. These things offer long-term comfort. From an investment angle, in a new project, you can capture price appreciation by entering at an early stage. But the risk is higher: risk of delay, risk of quality, risk of market correction. Resale has lower risk, but big appreciation happens only when the location is genuinely supply constrained and demand is extremely strong. When it comes to legal checks and paperwork, a new project offers more clarity, but it also brings more dependency on the builder. In a resale property, most of the responsibility for handling documents falls on the buyer. Legal opinion, encumbrance check, society NOC, dues clearance, everything has to be verified by the buyer. If this is done properly, then resale can be just as safe as buying a new home. Now imagine Rohan and Shraddha again, sitting in that metro. They revisited both options again over the weekend. In the sample flat of the new project, they saw their future: kids riding bicycles, festive lights, parties in the clubhouse, their first car parked in the basement, and the skyline visible from the terrace. In the resale flat, they saw the present: neighbors sitting downstairs in the evening drinking tea, the sound of aarti from a nearby temple, tall old trees on the lane softening the sunlight, the sunset visible from the balcony, the smell of fresh bread coming from the nearby shop. Both pictures were real, both had charm, and both carried different realities with them. They took out a calculator and added everything: loan EMI, expected maintenance, future school fees, parents' medical expenses. Then they asked themselves a simple question: what do we need today? And what do we need tomorrow? They realized that the decision is not just a comparison of bricks and cement, but a comparison of lifestyle, comfort, and mental peace. The SAM formula will work for you as well. No expert can give you a one-size-fits-all answer. If you choose the primary market, check the builder's reputation, RERA details, construction status, future potential of the location, surrounding infrastructure, and the actual layout of the flat. Visit everything personally. If you go for the secondary market, then carefully inspect the legal papers, property age, society's nature, actual maintenance costs, neighbors' behavior, and the safety of the area at night. Experience these things yourself. A home is bought once, twice, and in very rare cases, 3 times in a lifetime. It is not like clothes or a mobile phone where you can experiment. That's why, instead of getting stuck in the debate of new versus old, it is more important to find the right combination for yourself. For some people, the best option will be buying a good resale home in a prime location and later renovating it into their dream home. For others, the best option will be buying an under-construction flat in a new modern township and stepping into a completely new world after 3 to 4 years.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.